Hey everybody, this is Dave Blair, and I'm out on my KTM 390 Enduro R 2025. And today I'm headed out to Bloody Basin exit on I-17. So about 80 miles of dirt ahead of me. And the reason I'm out here, this is May 29th. And yeah, it's supposed to be a high of 85 degrees today, and next week we're back in the hundreds. So we've already had some 100-degree days. We're going back in the hundreds, and this could be the last day that I have for a long desert ride in the dirt until next fall. I mean, we do go out in the morning, we try to do a morning ride or something like that before it gets too hot, but yeah, this one I should have all day, and trying to find a way from Bloody Basin to Cordis Junction without jumping on Interstate 17. So I had an appointment today. I had a bunch of things to do, and so I canceled, and I knew that I wanted to get out here and get in some a long dirt ride before it got too hot. So here we go. All right, coming into Seven Springs now. Yeah, so I know I've been through here many times, and I don't know, I really like it. But yeah, unfortunately, this road is like a necessary evil. It's if you want to ride the dirt from Phoenix up north, basically this is your route. And just like if you're going from Phoenix to Flagstaff, you're going to take I-17, right? And it's just a necessary evil to get to where you want to go. But yeah, this is the way to Sheep's Bridge, which is a great ride, and also to the Bloody Basin exit on I-17, which is another great ride. And but there's even more stuff north of that, and trying to plan out some other rides that I want to do, maybe in the fall when it's nice weather, probably October, maybe November. But no, I want to go to Fossil Creek, all by dirt. I think I can do it. And let's see, I also want to go up to Crown King again, but I want to go this way instead of taking the freeway. Last time I went the freeway, and I think I got off on the Bumblebee exit or something, but yeah, that was the front way up to Crown King. But I want to take this road over to the Bloody Basin. If you go under I-17, it has a you can head out to Cleator, and that takes you up the front way to Crown King, and then maybe I'd come back the back way to Crown King, which takes you out by Lake Pleasant. So that's one of the rides that I want to do also. And there's another road up north of Cordis Lakes that I want to do. It looks like it goes deep into the near where Fossil Creek is, but from the south side. So that could be interesting. All right, I'm at the saddle. This is such an interesting rock formation here. Yeah, so this is the type of riding that I enjoy the best. Just like solo adventure riding, off pavement. I don't have to worry about eating any dust. I can go at my own pace. If I see something that catches my eye and I want to go off a different direction, I can do that. Yeah, I don't know, just these birds are circling around something. Yeah, again, I just engage in whatever I want to engage in and watch. Look at whatever I want to look at, go wherever I want to go, stop when I want to stop. But I like a point A to point B. I want to go somewhere, And yeah, just a point to point off pavement solo adventure is my favorite. Now, not to take anything away from, the group rides that I do with my friends. That last Devil's Highway group ride that we did, that was fantastic. And so, I do like riding in a group on road. Not so much off-road. Off-road, it's like, I don't know, there's just, you eat so much dust, and, it's like, I don't know. Riding in a group off-road is, off pavement, I should say, is just not that fun. I mean, there are times that I do it, like with the Facebook group that we have. We've done some good off-road riding, but again, it's like, everybody's so spread out because of the dust, and I don't know. It's not my preferred method of off-road. Although I will do it, and I have enjoyed it. Like that Montana ride. Oh my God, that was rough. That was one of the first ones I did with the Facebook group. But yeah, I was lost. I was out of my element at the time because I hadn't ridden off-road in a long time. I hadn't ridden a motorcycle in a long time. So, but anyway, yeah, that's my favorite. And I like group rides on pavement. And there's nothing wrong with going out, like sometimes I don't have much time. So I might just go do that desert loop ride, or ride down the power lines. I've done it a lot. It's close to my house and it's fun, but this is much better. Just, again, point A to point B out here. I mean, just look at it. Okay, we're coming up to the T section here. Yeah, Bloody Basin is straight ahead, but so Sheep's Bridge is to the right. Interstate 17 is 27 miles to the left. I have, this will be the third time that I'm going down this way to I-17, and this will be the first time I'm doing it on this bike, and the first time I'm doing it by myself. But yeah, this is a pretty outstanding. There's some really good sections, and then there's kind of a boring open section, but yep, 27 miles of dirt. Although we're not going all the way to 17 if I can help it. I'm looking for another dirt road to Cordes Lakes, where I hope to fuel up again. And if that works out, this is going to be a good kicking off point for other exploration up north of here. Alright, this road is not too bad, but it does have a lot of ups and downs on it so far, but it's pretty smooth. And you can't beat the views. I mean, just look at it. Yep, good views almost in every direction. Here's some more rock formation, kind of like the rock that was at the saddle. I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like a different kind of rock than everything else around it. It almost looks like smooth in a way. I don't know. Just kind of interesting. All right, we're going down into a little gully right here. Yeah, it's getting a little more interesting. I think we're coming up to the place where I dropped my KLR 650 when I was out here with the Facebook Dual Sport Adventure Ride group. Can't talk and drive at the same time. Oh, this is tight. Alright, this is pretty steep uphill. But yeah, I remember that we had somebody way behind us and I stopped right here, and then I crashed my, I dropped my KLR 650 coming up over here, I think. But yeah, I think I was a little dehydrated at the time. But yeah, I just drove off the trail. It was like, what am I doing? Alright, we need the tractor factor here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I dropped it. No, this doesn't look right. Well, we got to be almost there, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, you'd have to go back on my channel and watch the video. Yeah, we just keep going up and up. Whoa. Still going up. It's pretty steep and rocky. What a view. Yeah, I don't really remember this too much. Again, I haven't been back here very often. Yep, we're going up there. It's a good trail. I have not seen a soul out here. And we've probably been off-road now for like 60 miles, if I had to guess. I mean, it's kind of good, but it's kind of, I don't know, you kind of want to see somebody just to make sure you're not alone out here, or if you have a problem. I don't know. In a way it's kind of cool, but in a way it's kind of scary too. It's like if something happens. But no negative thoughts, no negative thoughts. Oh, whoa, that kicked my rear tire out. Alright, this is steep. Yep, we came from all the way over there. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this is like one of the more interesting parts of this trail. And then it like a little bit later, it's going to pop out on some like open grasslands. I want to say something like that. It's like flat, and you can really go fast. Well, we're still a ways away from that, I think. It's interesting they have this fence here too. I mean, I would imagine some people have probably gone over the edge, and you don't want to go over that edge. It's a long way down. Alright, tractor factor. Ooh, sharp rocks. Alright. Wow. Yeah, this bike will climb hills fairly easily, but if there's, you know, obstacles on the hill, like when I dropped it, those rocks were huge, and I had to. Ooh, we're going up there. Those rocks were huge, and they were on a steep uphill, Yeah, it was hard to find a line, but if you can get a line, this thing will tractor up pretty steep stuff. I mean, we're coming up some steep stuff right now, so. And let's face it, it's not easy with me on the back. All right, so this is tight. I don't remember this. Oh yeah. Oh man, we're really going up. Oh. It's funny they have these little paved sections for water runoff or whatever. Like somebody planned this, or is taking care of this road section. Like they even have the water culvert thing. Oh, all right, that was my fault. Trying to point out stuff. This is steep. All right, maybe I need to start paying attention instead of trying to make a video. All right. Yeah, of course, I got to pick the most difficult part of the trail and start pointing at stuff. Oh. Wow, we are up here now. All right, let's take a look right here. Yep, pretty impressive. It looks like something down in there. I don't know. So many places to explore. I see more trails down in there too, in the bottom. We came up that road over there, but there's more down there. All right, focus. Uh-oh. I didn't want to hit that rock, and then I looked right at it and I hit it. Typical. Oh, we're not even at the top yet. See, this is the problem with being the cameraman. You want to look around and get the good shots, but then you take your eye off the road and then you're all messed up. All right, so we're up, and yeah, things are going to start changing, I think. All right, now we've entered into a kind of wooded area. I think we're almost out of the hills, and then we hit the more flatter section up out there. You can see the grasslands or the prairie, whatever you want to call it. That's where we're headed. Now this section is pretty smooth and flowy. Yeah, you can get some good speed down through here. Of course, then we'll probably have a cow walk out in front of us, or a deer. Yeah, this is smooth. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it around 50, so I don't want to go too fast. Again, something comes out and I go down, it's still going to hurt, even though it's not pavement. Well, look at that view. Yeah, the other thing about, solo adventure riding, I guess, I don't know, or off pavement solo riding. Oh, there's a truck. Is the best thing about it is no cops, right? There's nobody to tell me how fast or how slow to go, or, I get to ride however I want to ride. Whoa. These rocks are deflecting my wheel. Yeah, so I slow down. But, whoa, that's a big one. But I get to ride my ride without having to worry about anybody else. Although there was an empty truck back there, I don't know where if that person just left their truck or what, but yeah, I think you guys get what I'm saying. I can do whatever I want to do, and there's a certain awesomeness about that. If I want to crank it up, I can crank it up. I don't have to worry about getting a ticket or nothing. I just have to make sure I don't kill myself, which is easier said than done, because I can do some pretty stupid stuff. Anyway, just thought I'd share that thought. Alright, we're coming down into a wash area, and then we'll be going back out that way. We're getting pretty close to the Bloody Basin exit, or the turnoff that I'm looking for Cordes Lakes. It's not far now. Lizard. It's been a pretty good ride so far. Except for me not watching what I'm doing. Yeah, this is the low point here, and this is the wash. We haven't had any rain in a while, so of course it's dry. Alright, onwards and upwards. We're coming down into another wash area. I forgot this one had two. Again, I haven't been out here in a long time. Do not enter when flooded. It's flooded! I'm surprised there's water in that one. Alright, you can see Interstate 17 in the distance there. So I need to figure out where the turnoff for Cordes Lake is. It should be coming up, but I believe we have to get up there pretty close to I-17 from what I saw on Google Maps, but we're almost there. Yeah, you can see I-17 there. So I'm looking for my turnoff now. All right, I almost went by it, but yeah, I was flying up this road right here, and this is the turnoff that I'm looking for. So I had to put my phone here and take my Bison phone that I have all my music on and put it away, because I didn't download the map, so I'm using my phone as a map. So it's Primitive Road, 4-wheel drive recommended. But we're going to see if we can make it to Cordes Lakes and get some lunch. I'm thinking like a steak and cheese at Subway. So I have it in my map here, and we'll just cruise along. But yeah, I've never been on this road before. Now if I stayed on the other one, it was going to take me to I-17, and then there's I could jump on the freeway and shoot up to Cordes Lake. So either way I could get there. But yeah, I prefer on this bike to stay off the highway. Yeah, this looks like a pretty easy road compared to, I mean, it's similar to what we just came off of, so I'm not too worried about it. But, yeah, I think I'll bring you in when we get there. Again, there's a couple different routes I can take once I get up here, and I've never been there. Maybe I'll put the camera on so you guys can take a look at what Cordes Lakes, because we have to go through the town to get to where I'm going. Alright, this looks like a steep hill climb, so let's get after it. Uh-oh, switchback. Alright. Yeah, we're climbing pretty fast. Wow. Oh, there's civilization already. Alright, so that was a good little hill climb, but this looks like the end of it. Now I'm on pavement. Wow, can you imagine having one of these houses right here? I mean, you'd probably get annoyed with everybody, you know, coming to do their off-road stuff right here, but man, if I lived here, I would have me a side-by-side and four-wheeler and dirt bikes and everything. I would have to have it all, and just roll up here and hit the off-road trails. It's kind of nice. Made it. I got a Subway in here. Time for lunch. Okay, so I just had lunch and I'm gonna fuel up here, and then I think I'm gonna head home the same way I came out. So back through Seven Springs. Yeah, I think that's the best. I was thinking about doing some other stuff, but it's already almost 12:30. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna head home and go back the way I came. Alright, so yeah, this is the Pilot gas station. It has a Subway inside. It hit the spot. Alright, thanks for watching.